So what's up, guys? What I'm going to do is something that we usually do not do on this channel. So I'm not trying to do anything like Geekdom, even though I do like his channel or Milestone Media, whatever the case may be, or anime live reactions, or what do you call it. Today, I'm just gonna give y'all some predictions for Dragon Ball Super Episode 131 with some leaked images as well that was released on Twitter by the world-renowned Ken Sairo, who he translates over Twitter and stuff like that for a lot of the big anime on Dragon Ball Super channels and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm not trying to do anything like Geekdom. This is, well, if you're new to the channel, then basically we just talk a whole lot of garbage, but not really garbage, but we bring up very valid points in terms of what could possibly happen, as well as what they've done already in any given series, whether it be anime or superhero related, and then we actually, either break it down or we just discuss it a little further, and as well as we just open up the discussion floor just so everyone can have a chance to say what's on their mind about not just a series or maybe just the episode or whatever the case may be. So without further ado, here we go. So the first image you're gonna see here is gonna be Goku. Actually, it shows him, like, it seems like he's jumping down from one of the floating rocks that are coming from the stadium. Now, like I said, these images are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not really gonna get that deep into each and every image as I am with the 131 predictions. The next image you should see on the screen here is going to be of Frieza. Now, this image of Frieza is like the image that they showed in the preview, or at least some of the other leaked images that was on Twitter, of him jumping towards what may probably be Jiren, as well as there's another image of actually Goku with the same pose from the opposite direction in base form as well. But anyways, on to the next image. Now what we see here is we have Android 17 actually holding an energy blast, so it's kind of confusing in a sense. It looks like it belongs to him personally, like he's about to dispel it, or it's a possibility that somehow maybe can convert into one of those shields he's been using for basically the whole Tournament of Power. So there's always that. And then the final image that I wanted to show is of Jiren. It's pretty much known that Jiren came into the tournament and he's not really identified as a villain. He's just one of those people, I guess he can identify as an anti-hero, where his goal is justice overall, but he believes justice is power, and that power is absolute. So even though he did not come into the tournament as a villain per se, he's starting to have villainous tendencies. He's very selfish, he's very self-centered, and he's consumed by power because he feels like that's the only way he can kind of achieve what he needs to achieve. In reality, anyone who's human or even sentient or whatever the case may be can probably tell you power is not the only means to achieve something, but it is an effective way to do something. So he's not completely wrong, but however, he's still very much a jerk and a dick. So there's always that. But he's looking pretty evil in this picture. Like, look at those red eyes and the veins coming out of his head, and then even like the battle damage and all that stuff. Like, you see like Frieza's hand on like the right side of the image. That's like, it looks like he's around Jiren's neck or making an approach for it. So yeah, so he's looking kind of evil right now. But anyways, on to the predictions, I guess. So even though Marlon and Dwight are not here with me today, even though the last video we did have them for like the Infinity War theories and stuff like that, we have come to the agreement that 131 not only is it going to be rushed, that's something we all know very well, so that's not something groundbreaking or overwhelmingly astounding, but we already know this episode is going to be pretty rushed. So yeah, there's always going to be that. And just to get into it really briefly, so the title of this episode is called The Miraculous Conclusion, Farewell Goku Until We Meet Again. So based on the title, clearly either Goku has won the Tournament of Power, and well, that's kind of obvious as well because we are well aware of the Dragon Ball Super movie as well as the spoiler trailer, and it's already been confirmed that the Dragon Ball Super movie actually takes place after the Tournament of Power, meaning obviously Universe 7 succeeds. So that's ultimately, we know this already. So obviously a prediction I guess most people want to say is like Universe 7 is going to win and then wish back a couple of the universes, like Universe 6, or make sure that Jiren's universe does not get destroyed in the process. So that's something we've come to, I guess, kind of accept. I do feel like there might be one elimination It can be between either 17 or Frieza, but at the end of the day, I do feel like they're just going to run out the clock, and then they're just going to win by sheer numbers alone. Basically, Universe 7 is going to have 2, and then Jiren's going to be by himself, so basically it's a 2-to-1 ratio, meaning Universe 7 won. And that's basically how I feel like this fight is pretty much going to end up, due to, you know, how rushed everything's going to be, and they really don't have the time to drag this episode out any further, because this is the last episode of Dragon Ball Super so far. Like I said, it's not confirmed whether or not they're coming back, but all we know is that, you know, the Super movie, I think there's 2 Super movies confirmed. Well, one of them we know is a Super movie, and then the other one we're not quite sure if it's just a regular Dragon Ball movie where it's just like one of those non-canon timelines, or it's going to be Super again. But I'm pretty sure that if the movie does well, that they'll bring back Super. That's usually what they do, because even though personally we do not like Super, because like it was just a lot of poor writing and a lot of plot holes and retcons that happened mid-arc, and what you call ass pulls and stuff like that. Apparently, like I said, we all know this from studio perspective, where, you know, if a movie does well that is in continuity for any given show, usually the studio will bring back another series continuing from that movie, just like they did with Dragon Ball Super when it comes to Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F and all that stuff. So let's see how it is. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, because I would definitely appreciate hearing what you guys think could happen, or maybe that you think Jiren is evil or something like that. Let me know what you think, and I hope that you like the content. Please like, share, and subscribe, of course, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out.